The fully loaded Maserati Grecale GT is here for the 2024 model year, and this is no regular entry-level model with over $16,000 of options. Let's see what we have here and what all the hype is about. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides and welcome back to the channel where I'm here at Maserati St. Petersburg with this beautiful Grecale GT, the first 2024 GT from here, and it's fully loaded up. Like I said, this is no normal GT with over $16,000 worth of options. This has a little bit of everything on it, so I want to show it off to you guys, let you see what all the options and features are, and break down through everything, and really just take a spin around this beautiful specimen for the 2024 model year. See if this is the kind of Grecale you're gonna want in your driveway. Big shout out to Maserati St. Petersburg for letting me take a look around this 2024 Grecale GT. If you guys want any of their cars in your driveway, make sure you check the link in the description and you can check out their inventory, give them a call, and see if there's a perfect Maserati out here for you. Now let's talk about the power plant of the Grecale, because it's a mild hybrid when it comes to hybrid technology here that helps with turbo lag. We actually have some hybrid tech hidden underneath this engine, but keep in mind, being on Alfa Romeo's Giorgio platform, it's going to look very similar under here like the engine cover, but it has the Maserati Trident and script. But that strut bar also definitely is very Alfa Romeo-esque. So what are we looking at when it comes to powertrain? Inline 4, all right, so inline 4 2-liter for a Maserati in the Grecale. So good on fuel being that model, but with the power, you're looking at 296 horses in the GT model with 332 pound-feet of torque. So that's going to give you a 0 to 60 time in about 5.3 seconds with a top speed of 149 miles per hour. So keep that in mind when it comes to the Grecale and its performance. And it's no slouch, but it's not the biggest performer in the world. You don't necessarily get this car to, take it on the track. So really, for what it does, it has great punch. Again, the hybrid tech kicks out the turbo lag, really gives you your gears right away, and gives you your torque and everything just as you need it, and delivers it to you in a good package. So here it is. Beautiful Bianco Astro paint for this 2024 model year. Now for 2024, you're wondering what's different about the Grecale. I mean, what has changed? I mean, they just came out with the car last year for 2023. What more could they really upgrade? Well, you're right. They really haven't changed much, just two small things inside, and that's it. I will point that out. But other than that, no specific changes for the 2024 model year besides the one that I call out that you guys will see, especially here on the outside. So still looks good in Bianco Astro, which is this kind of, I want to say, pearl effect grayish blue. It's very similar to Lunaria White or Moonlight Pearl that you see in Alfa Romeo. And keeping in mind that the Grecale is on Alfa Romeo's platform, which is the Giorgio platform, same as on the Stelvio and Giulia. So it's going to perform very well because we know how good that platform is. So we know that this thing can take some corners and it doesn't feel like your normal SUV. So when we talk about Italian style, let's talk about the GT model because this is the entry-level model. So a couple of things here you will see, a couple of things are options. You can see the beautiful Maserati insignia right there on top. Then when you get to the grille pattern, you will see, well, we probably have some level 2 driving assistance because this is the big fat Trident we have here right in the center. Now you will also see with this model a chrome and black infused vertical blade going all the way across for the grille, and the grille surround is completely black going all the way around. Now with that, you will also see a functional grille at the bottom with the honeycomb texture. And for the GT over the next trim level, which is the Modena, well, this gets the body color front lip to where the Modena gets a gloss black front lip. So I do like the body color. It does match very well with everything else here. But for the Modena trim, you will get gloss black. You will also see that we have the vertical blades, I want to say vertical gloss blades there with the horizontal blades, but that one's done in a plastic there. And you also see that mesh grilling, again, functional on the sides there. Now we also have full LED headlamps. Now that's not standard. This is an option that we have on this model. So full LED headlamps You guys will see Maserati does things in threes, so you'll have your tri set up right there for the lit up reflectors. We'll see those illuminated shortly. Maserati script there as well, and a trident right there as well. And you'll see the LEDs, DRL kind of thing set up right there with the full LED headlamp as well. Take a step back, look at it all, absorb it all. It's looking really good. And again, for an entry-level model, just a couple of options will help spruce it up. Now let's talk about the side profile. It's important to note that the GT model is at its current ride height standard. That's it. This is where you're at for the ride height. No adjustable suspension for this model. It's not an option for this model like it is the other models in the Grecale lineup. So this is what we're sitting at. And we're sitting on beautiful 20-inch ether wheels. Now with the ether wheels, we have Bridgestone Potenza Sport tires wrapped around them. And also, look at that. We have the yellow calipers with black script. How cool does that look? With the monochrome center cap there. I mean, that is such a cool spec against this Bianco Astro. I mean, come on, that looks really good. Let's take a step back. And that's what makes me enjoy this spec a lot. And the interior is something that you guys probably would guess it is, but at the same time, might throw you off a little bit. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, on the front fender, you will see the GT badging and the tri-port holes that we know from Maserati and love with the aluminum on the top, gloss black, and these are actually functional, as you guys can see there. Then we have the colored wheel wells and the colored side skirts, also done in Bianco Astro, which keeps the same flavor all throughout, okay? So you don't have any kind of bicolor here. It's all one color. Same with the mirror caps, done in Bianco Astro as well. So we're keeping the same flavor all the way throughout. Now we have that aluminum chrome kind of finish for the window moldings. And then we have the same thing on the door handle accents at the top as well. So you guys will see, because this is an E-latch, these are fixed handles here, but there's no actual handle. There's a button under here and it's an E-latch. And then we come to the C-pillar and you will see the same kind of aluminum chrome style for the trident right there as well. It looks really aggressive, really 3D and protruding there, with the roof having the same colorway and the shark fin antenna with the spoiler in the back, have Bianco Astro, and then the other part done in gloss black. That's your side profile of the GT, and it looks quite well. Now when it comes to the rear, I really like this part of the Maserati Grecale, especially in the GT flavor, with it having still quad exhaust pipes. So just because it's the GT entry level, just because it's a 2-liter, doesn't mean that it only has dual exhaust. 2 on each side, done in chrome, black shark fin antenna, gloss black at that, and then obviously the horizontal reflectors, the Maserati script here, and that same kind of chromish aluminum trim with the strike through going all the way across and into the tail lamp and to the reverse lamp. That's really cool how they did that whole flavor with the boomerang tails. You obviously have the LEDs there. We will see that illuminated in just a moment. But when you put it all together with the third brake light integrated up there at the top of the spoiler, it just looks really good. You can see the Grecale badging over there. And even though this is an all-wheel drive, there's no badging that says it's a Q4 like Alfa Romeo would, or an all-wheel drive or SQ4 like the old Maserati models. So this isn't all-wheel drive, just to let you know, even though there's no badging. Now let's pop the trunk in this kind of way. 20 cubic feet of space when it comes to the rear. As you guys can see, it's very Stelvio-esque when it comes to this whole setup. Now, about 50 or so cubic feet of space when you have all 3 seats folded down. And as you guys can see, 40-20-40 split. And we also have the privacy shade here done in this nice material. We also have a privacy shade up top here as well. And then we have straps doing their job, holding in some important documents. We move everything over here. You will see underneath the false floor where we will have the battery stored right under here. We will also have in this whole cap here the tow hook and the screwdriver with the tire and plate kit, and a little bit extra storage here for under this false floor, just in case you need to stow away some extra tooling and everything like that for the Grecale. When it comes to fuel economy, 25, 22, 29. So you have 25 combined city and highway, 22 city, 29 highway. Now, of course, per usual, gotta show you the illumination. So you can see the full LED headlamps illuminated with the switchback turn signals, where the DRLs will flash between amber and bright white. You also see the tri kind of porthole kind of style on the amber lights there as well. And then you will see in the mirror cap We do have amber glowing there. And then talk about those boomerang tails. They are illuminated there with the turn signal. Looks really cool, really evil with that look with these. Now we gotta check out the interior. Before we do so, you guys know that we do have the newer Maserati key fob. As you guys can see, leather backing with the trident and the aluminum surround with the lock at the top, unlock in the center, and trunk release at the very bottom with the panic button there too, and a physical key to pull out just in case you need to do so right there in case the key fob battery dies. But then once we step inside the Grecale, as you guys can see, we're greeted by a Maserati side sill done in aluminum for even the GT model. So that's really cool. Now we do have beautiful leather seats with Grigio stitching. Yes, gray stitching, black leather seats or Nero leather seats, and a thigh support as well. Extra thigh support for extra comfortability when we hop inside of this thing. Now, keep in mind that we do have a door panel that will tell us a lot about our spec before we even get in. So, extended leathers for the uppers and the Grigio stitching. You also see Nero stitching and Nero leather in the inserts. Sonos Faber sound system, big aluminum speakers, upgraded sound here. We also have, obviously with the gloss black trim, gloss black on the panel switches, as well with the aluminum surrounds and the aluminum door latch, the E-latch from the inside. Foot on the brake, blue start stop button, new for 2024. That's the new thing you're gonna see for sure. Now we're gonna mute that by using the comfort screen and pressing the mute button there, just so we don't have any copyright. But yes, blue start stop button. Normally you got that on Trofeo models. You now get that across the range for 2024. Now, flat bottom steering wheel, perforated leather, aluminum paddle shifters that are column mounted. This is a beautiful looking steering wheel with the perforated leather on the sides. All your menu controls over on the left-hand side. All your driver assistance controls on the right-hand side. Radio controls behind me here, all right, on each side. I have volume and changing the station. We also have our drive mode selector where we can go in between sport, GT, and comfort. Comfort being the best fuel economy, GT everyday driving, sport when you want to really get going on that, driving experience and thrill. Now, with that said, you're looking at a fully digital screen. Keep in mind, we have 33 inches of screen real estate between all three screens here. Yeah, 33 inches. So you will see the digital screen where we can change the layout. We can change which in the cluster as well just by pressing that button and pressing up. And you guys will see that we have everything going as far as our information there. Right here in the cluster, you can see it's all there when it comes to changing whatever we need to out of this. So with that said, you also have three different views. If I go into cluster layout, you'll see that I have classic, evolved, and I also have relaxed. So a lot of things there you can customize however you want to do it. Now you'll see leathers on the uppers, gray all throughout. You will see the beautiful aluminum ventilation going all the way across very seamlessly and flowing from one side to the next, keeping with that same flavor with the leather and stitching. You will see also our electric parking brake right there as well. And then going across here, we have some stitching over the the glove box here. And you can see it looks good with the stitching here. And then obviously we have our central tunnel here where we have gloss black for the trim, cup holders here as well. Extra storage, USB 2.0, USB-C. Our wireless phone charger will be here. We also have that armrest. This is the armrest this time. And you can see that in there we have deep storage there as well. Now, we have our digital clock here, which we can change using the 8-inch comfort screen from a clock to a compass to pedals and to the G meter there. So you can do all that from here. You can also do all your HVAC here, parking sensors, start, stop, hill descent, or turn your ESC off. We do have the ambient lighting here as well, which is an option. So since I'm on sport mode, it's red, but we also have cold, neutral, and warm. You also can do your radio controls as you saw me doing on the right hand side here. And we can do our seat adjustments here. We can do our lighting controls here. So now we're on the climate page because I want to do the climate trick. So yeah, you hold and it's climate gestures there. So you don't necessarily need to tap it. You can just hold it to do the fan speed up if I wanted to cool it down. But yeah, you can see all the fingerprints there. Oh, now I feel bad. Anyways, drive controls here, all right? So this is our gear selector. Reverse. Brings up our cameras, all right? Also, neutral. You got to press it in the center, drive, and manual mode. So these are our drive selectors here. This is how you actually get into gear, all right? So keep that in mind. And also our MIA system, Maserati Intelligent Assistant. We know this system very well because we've seen it in Maserati models for the longest time. So this is just carried over to the Grecale. Beautiful system using Amazon Alexa, using Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that good stuff. I mean, it's all here. So keep in mind, you can set this up with profiles, customize everything you need to, do your radio controls, hand-free controls. You can do the wake-up word, hey Maserati, all that good stuff, and it will change your whole feel of a Maserati vehicle. Let me tell you that. Look up top. We also have our controls for our trunk release, our SOS, dome light, floodlights, all that up there. Our home link for our garage door, and then whoop, we got a mirror and we got a light there. For the most part, that's what you need to know about the interior. Kind of like a brief overview. It's a great place to be, but we'll break down everything we have here and the options. So now let's venture off into the rear of the interior. And as we go in, we're going to be greeted by some good stuff. Some of the same flavors as we know up front. So the same Grigio for the stitching, same Nero for the leather seats and leather all throughout this thing. We have the extended leather on it, so we're going to get the leather uppers and the doors like in the front, the gloss black, the Sonos Faber aluminum speakers here. We also have the Nero leather on the armrest with the Grigio stitching. I mean, this is a good spec. Close it up, you will see that we have plenty of knee wiggle room. We have the leather pouch here for stowage. We also have the climate control LCD screen, which is an option we will go into. Heated seats as well back here. And if you look underneath, you'll see a USB 2.0 and a USB-C plug-in as well. Now with these beautiful seats here, you also have a center armrest as well to give you your cup holders. So a great place to be when it comes to the rear seat. Now let's take a look at the 2024 Grecale GT because it's done in this beautiful Bianco Astro paint with Nero and Grigio, or black and gray, for the interior colors. Now it starts live at $69,900 at its base price. But after all those options we have here, well, we're looking at a ending price at $88,045, and that's with the $1,195 destination and the $300 preparation and delivery. Now keep in mind that you also have your warranty of 4 years, 50,000 miles here. Now with that said, how do we get here? Well, we got a few things here, like the climate and comfort package, which is $3,100. Now that's going to be your heated rear seats, ventilated front seats, your windshield washer nozzles. You also have the stitch Trident on the headrest, kick sensor, 3-zone climate control, and heated steering wheel, all in that package. Now you also have ambient lighting with $350, surround view camera $900, 14-way power seats $900. Also the extended leather for the armrest and everything there, $3,500 for that package. And your 20-inch wheels, $1,900. You have high premium sound system with Sonos Faber, $2,800. Piano black wood trim, $1,300. Gloss yellow brake calipers, $600. And full LED matrix headlamps, $1,300. That's how we got here, fully loaded on this GT model. Now, keep in mind that everything here you see on this side is standard for the GT Grecale in 2024. So you guys will see it all here. Make sure you guys pause, zoom in, do everything you guys need to do, screenshot to see everything that you already get here on the standard Grecale model, and then put it all together. We got one heck of a spec here today. So at $16,000, guys, what are you thinking about this Grecale GT? Again, I love this spec. It's just something different, especially with the yellow calipers here to help top it off. But this has a little bit of everything for you. So with that said, are you guys taking this Grecale GT with all of these options? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to help further support the dealership and the channel, make sure you check the links down below. Website link for Maserati St. Petersburg. Also, you guys can check out their phone number, give them a call, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed, and we will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.